In this lecture, we are going to discuss about find command. This is one of the most important and the many cases we used in real time. Definitely, everyone should know about this find command. What is a find? Find command in Linux is used to search the files and directories in a directory hierarchy. So here, so based on suppose you know one file name, you know only file name. So file name like suppose file name that is something with the .txt extension, and where this file available, like suppose the user home dot suppose home dot SRIKANTH directory. SRIKANTH means SRIKANTH user. This directory one txt file is available. So how you can search? So directly with the help of file command, with the help of find command, you can search the particular file, like a file name, and when it updates based on size and based on date. These type of ways we can find out the particular file as well as directory. So file and directories we can find. So with the help of this find command we can get the file directly, right? So find command in Linux is used to search for files and directories. So what is the syntax of this file command? Find command, find, and you should provide a path. So path in the sense where is available. Suppose you don't know the directory and a path, just you put the dot, the all directories, all file address, file hierarchy it follows, and you should provide the expression. So within the expression, so there are some different type of options available. So that are nothing but, if in case you want to find out the name, you can find out, search a find out. Suppose if you mention this is a file, either you mentioned D, it is a directory. Suppose you mention -name file and you specify the extension like a file name, otherwise .txt, whatever it may be, you provide this find command will be searched based on the path and based on the name, based on the type. What is the type you mention here? The type is a file, right? So next type, so you mention type, name and type you mention here. And one more, when the file is modified, m time. So such file or directory is modified within the days. So m time, and it is not accessed the particular time. I think it's the last 1 week. It is which file is not accessed by anyone the particular time. That situation you go with this pattern -a time, and based on parameter also you can set that. So that is a parameter, and ignore case also you go with the file name, but what is the case you don't know. So that situation you go with I name. So I want to mention like a small syntax I will go. So find here I should mention like a path. So what is the path? Suppose #home SRIKANTH directory, and -name file1.txt. So what it does within this file location, within this path, it search file name, right? But you want to specifically mention within the all directories you can search a file. So what you can do, -type, based on name we search, based on type also. So based on name and based on type, and you mention f, means search a file, all files within a directories. And here -type -d, it can search the directories and all the subdirectories what you mention here. And suppose abc.txt, and it search about this file, and at a time you can search about like you need a SRIKANTH, suppose where the SRIKANTH directory is available, it can be find out. And -type file, and m time -7. So search the file modified within the 7 days. Within the 7 days what file is modified. So this way we can search. Suppose I want to know about this, search all files in the current directory and subdirectory and print the name and size of each file. What is my requirement here? So search all files in the current directory and subdirectory, print name and size of each file. That situation you go with like this one, find dot all directories and subdirectories and type f. You are searching for suppose file, all files you required, hyphen print percentage f percentage s slash n. So all directories it will be fine, name and size. So if in case you want to search within this particular directory, fine. So in the place of dot you mention like home directory, within the SRIKANTH you search slash files is one directory is there in our system, and type f hyphen print percentage f percentage s slash n. So it will be print all files and folders within that directory. So different situation we go with. So like find all file within the certain extension. Suppose within a certain extension, what, how can you find? So suppose you go with like a file name and star.txt. What it does? So it will be find all files within a certain extension, .txt extension. Certain txt extension files will be prints, right, list out, and file all directories more than certain size. So certain size in the sense you go with the hyphen size. What size you mention, like a 10 MB. So different size you can get, and not accessed certain time, certain number of days. So that situation you go with hyphen a time, and you go with like a 30 days or whatever, different situation. And based on user also you will be get hyphen user. Based on user also you will get the files. And you required empty files, it is also possible. How can you get empty files? How you can get this one? So fine. So I'll check with the one particular directory, home.user directory, that is a Ubuntu user, and type either you are going to search like a empty directory, right? Empty directory, that is a d hyphen empty. And if you want to find all files modified in last 24 hours, so what files are modified in last 24 hours? So last 24 hours, type f and m time hyphen 1, last 24 hours, last day it will be gets. So different examples we will be practice in a putty, either mobile extreme. So like I'll jump to putty. So these are instance authentication and open, login as like Ubuntu, find all files with a certain extension in a directory, .txt files, what are the available, just find slash like current directory hyphen type f hyphen name start.txt. So these all are files combination. So I want to specifyly mention within the directory, I want to mention clear slash home and Ubuntu and files. So with this directory we get .txt files. These all are files. Just we find out. So there is cd and ls. Yes, these all are the files available in this directory. So now I want to find all directories that are more than a certain size, so here, so same directory I want to search like a file. I don't want this one. Based on size I want to search hyphen size like a plus. I think 1 MB files are not available actually. 1 MB file, more than 1 MB not there. So now I want to go with the kilobyte, 1 kilobyte. There's right. These files are having size. For that, for clarity, I want to again execute this one, du hyphen h, and this directory clearly it gives du hyphen h. So these are the clear files. So 132k each and files and folders, right? So here this way we can filter, right? So again one more, find all files that are not being accessed within the days, right? So for that, not been accessed, so find all files. So I want to go like a file not accessed, like a time, a time. Suppose I am going with 30 days, I think it is not possible. So just you observe, not there. Why? Because just you go with uptime, uptime. So actually our system is uptime 20 minutes, right? One user, right? So here I am going with same way. So within one day, any change, one day. So these all are, so not accessed within the this day, right? So I am checking with, so one file I will open, right? One file I will open ls. So not been accessed actually, right? So I want to open like this sort123, I open, right? Sort123 I'll open, and cat sort123.txt. So this is a file, and again I'll check the same command I'll check, find one day before accessed. There is no sort123, there is no sort123. Why? Because already we accessed that. So we access that. Here you observe, there is sort123 file is there, the same command you search within the one day not accessed file, but actually we access this sort123 file, right? There is no sort123 file. So this way we find out. And again one more case, find all files owned by a certain user, right? Clear. So here I want to go with find. So here any user type file hyphen user, I want to mention user. First of all I go with the SRIKANTH sudo access. No files are not accessed by SRIKANTH files, and fs with SRIKANTH, not files. So now I want to jump /tmp directories. So pwd, right, temp directory. Now I will go with this same command, but I'll go with I'm changing this directory /tmp, suppose /tmp directory. So I'll search permission denied, then I'll go with like SRIKANTH sudo access permissions, no files are there. And again I'll go with the find SRIKANTH user having any files, no files. And Ubuntu user, no files. Actually within the tmp files, any files, no files actually. Within the directory ls, there is any file, there is SRIKANTH123 dot, no files. Okay, we search like this way, we get actually right now this recently only we created na. So what, we are not getting this much. Suppose I am going with Ubuntu, like not directory, I want to mention find dot, and I want to mention like a SRIKANTH folder, SRIKANTH user created files, no files. So these all our files are created by Ubuntu. I am going to find like a SRIKANTH directory. SRIKANTH. So these are files are SRIKANTH and clear. So these all our files are created by SRIKANTH user, right? So in this way we can find out user. So next one more. So find all empty directories in a directories and its subdirectories. So I want to go with like a find. I want to go empty directories I required. For that, home / Ubuntu user. I want to find empty directories, but actually there is no empty directory. So empty directory hyphen empty. So right empty directories are available, but right now I want to, there is a one folder is there already, we know that empty directory, we know that SRIKANTH.123. I think this is a empty directory. Where is that cron tab? These all are empty directories. Clear. I want to create right now. I want to create like a, I want to create one directory. Ubuntu. I want to create one directory. mkdir and SRIKANTH. This empty directory. I want to search this find /home Ubuntu empty. Sorry, empty directory. This is a SRIKANTH directory, right? Ubuntu. There is a one directory. Recently we are creating this SRIKANTH directory, that is empty. Again one more empty directory I want to create here. mkdir SRIKANTH empty dir. Suppose one more directory we created, and I want to find out previous command. Empty directories. What are the directories? We know two directories are empty, right? So this way we can find out. If in case I want to delete, just you observe ls, let's clear ls. So these are two directories we created, SRIKANTH and SRIKANTH empty dir. These two directories are empty, but right now I want to delete these directories. I want to delete these directories. So how can I do this one? So for that I want to go with the find. So already we are in, so within the Ubuntu, type directory. So here I want to go like in depth within the directory, depth hyphen type d hyphen empty execute one command, that is rm remove directory. Yes, you observe. So now actually this entire command will be delete these two commands. Again you observe there is no directories. These two directories are not available. Means the empty directories are deleted. And suppose I want to find out any no extension files. I want to find like any extension file is not any extension file. So if any file doesn't having any extension, for that, so in this way what happened here, it can search all files and any extension. So but we don't have any extension, right? For that we use file, just now you will be get, so new file not having any extension, right? Previously we created that. So in this way we can, lot of examples there in a find. So when we are going to this bash commands, that time we get cleared, we are going to understood very clearly. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.